Okay, so we are back with our 2 days of live coverage at the FPA NorCal conference in beautiful and today very sunny San Francisco. And my next guest is Hannah Moore, who is the founder and CEO of Amplify.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks for joining me.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm excited for this.
I've been looking forward to this conversation, and we had a chance to speak a little bit off camera.
Yeah.
And I think what you guys are doing at Amplify, very interesting stuff, super needed. Share with us, if you would, what exactly is it that you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So we run a training program. Our signature program is called the Externship. So it's a summer internship type program. It came out of 2020 when COVID hit and students lost their internships. We're like, can we help provide a solution for those students? And it really increased access for people who are interested in this field. And so now we run, it's June and July, 8-week program that we run where folks who are curious about this career or maybe in the first steps of getting into this space can do this program and really understand, like, what is this career? What does it mean to be a financial planner, a wealth of management, financial advisor, whatever titles we want to put on there. What does this look like? And really giving them the tools and training to be successful in this space.
That sounds good. And who's coming to you?
Yes. Oh, it's such a good question. When we started, like I said, in COVID,
we talked about that offline.
In 2020,
great question, Chuck.
In 2020, we thought we were targeting juniors and seniors in college who had some knowledge. But what we realized was that once we opened the door and said, "Hey, we have this program available," we have seen just the market has been fascinating. So our largest demographic is actually career changers who are thinking about a change into financial planning.
I thought that was very interesting when we were talking about
It's such
that.
an
That's
interesting.
awesome. Yeah.
And you think about how would they get in otherwise? Like it's a really hard way of getting in. So about 40% of our folks are career changers. 30% of them are traditional kind of college students that you would kind of expect. And then the other group is really going to be, they're kind of tangential to this. Maybe they're early in their career financial, in financial advisors, or they're looking in from the outside. So we'll get wholesalers, we'll get, people who are, they're kind of curious. They're like, I see so-and-so doing this job and I want to know what this looks like.
Great. And so what does that look like? So it's a 2-month program.
Yeah, so it's a 2-month program. It's so eight weeks. So each week we're diving into a different kind of financial planning topic. And so that can look like, insurance, estate, investing, all of those. We bring in a whole host of experts. So every week we're highlighting how financial planning is done. The folks get a full tech stack. We're showing them real client meetings. They're building the plans for those client meetings, really doing the work that you would do in an office.
Yeah.
And really getting this broader perspective of answering this question of, like, what is financial planning and what is the next step that I need to take? That is my hope for everyone who's in this program, that they would know the answer to that. Like, is this a career for me? What does this look like? And what do I need to do next?
I love that. And so do they need to be a CFP, or does this help them get their CFP? Or?
Yes. So most of our folks are on the pathway in some way. So we get some folks who are like, this is my first stop in the journey. Like, I need to see if this is even for me. So that's always really fun. We have some who are already taking the CFP coursework, some who have passed the exam. It really is a variety. The majority of folks don't have their full designation because they need the experience hours.
Right.
So our program does offer 500 experience hours for folks who are on that journey.
So it sounds like it could be used very well in conjunction with your CFP or getting
absolutely.
your CFP.
Yeah. No, we love folks, and we give context to the knowledge that they're learning, and so that's really fun.
Very cool. And you mentioned the tech stack. So I'm always curious what people's tech stacks look like. So who's the stuff that you have?
So we lean heavily on e-money. So that's where we're kind of building out the scenarios. It's such a good platform to learn the ins and outs, especially at the beginner stage. That's really important. So if e-money, we have Redtail, we have Holistaplan this year is a new one. Nitrogen is a new one for us. Asset Map and Encore Estates.
All right, that sounds like a pretty good tech stack. And as we're coming up on time here, what advice would you give to, let's say, the career changers, if that's such a big place? What would you say to them?
Man, I would tell you, if you're a career changer thinking about this career, there is absolutely a role for you in this field. This field, we need talent coming in. We need somebody with your experience to come in and to really help grow this. One of the things we find with career changers is that there's usually a story about why they want to do this. And that matters. That matters tremendously in this business. So if you are a career changer thinking about this, keep exploring. Like, these pathways are opening up, or it's becoming easier and easier to get into this space.
All right. I think we're going to put a pin in it right there. Hannah, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, so thank you so much for having me.
You bet. All right. So that's it for this segment. We have 3 more segments to go. I'll be back in another hour with some more content. I will see you then.
Perfect.
Very nice.